Your $1.2 million townhouse now is going to be $960,000, and that $1.6 million property that you wanted to purchase is now going to be under 1.3. It's going to be $1,280,000, okay? So basically your townhouse price dropped $240,000. That detached house you wanted to buy dropped $320,000. So here's your bonus. The difference between those two numbers is $80,000. If you look at it this way, you'd actually be $80,000 ahead now than you would have been if you made this transaction in like February.
Live behind decisions I chose. Peaks feel good and the valleys get low. Chains for the tires in the rain, hail, snows. Like this everywhere that I go, everywhere that I go.
Everybody, it's Hussein Kabani, your favorite broker. So we're talking about opportunities in the market because it's not all doom and gloom. A very cool opportunity right now, I would say, is for people that are what I will call move up buyers. If you have that townhouse, that semi-detached, and you want to get into that detached with double car garage, I think it's actually a very, very good time for you to make that move now. Not necessarily you got to do it in the next week because this opportunity is going to disappear, but if we compare back to 6 months ago and you trying to do something like this, it's not going to happen because we were crazy bidding wars everywhere. You didn't know what you're going to get for your house. You didn't know what you had to pay. At least right now we're at a more or less a stable market, and if you make a transaction kind of within a month apart of buying and selling, you're going to be trading more or less in a similar market, and that's what you want when you're actually selling and buying. You want to trade in a similar market. The best example I have right now, if you're a move up buyer, is that it is a good time right now because you don't have a lot of uncertainty about what you're going to get for your property and what you're going to be able to purchase. And also, I think that there's a little bonus in there as well for you. And this is what I mean by that bonus. Say, for example, you had like a townhouse or a semi-detached in Pickering in February or March of this year, and your house was worth $1.2 million, okay? And you wanted to buy a detached, say, double car garage home in Whitby, Oshawa kind of area, and you're going to spend $1.6 million on this property. Now, I know it's been a little bit more, but let's just use 20%, okay? So if your price went down 20% across the board, your $1.2 million townhouse now is going to be $960,000, and that $1.6 million property that you wanted to purchase is now going to be under 1.3. It's going to be $1,280,000, okay? So basically your townhouse price dropped $240,000. That detached house you wanted to buy dropped $320,000. So here's your bonus. The difference between those two numbers is $80,000. If you look at it this way, you'd actually be $80,000 ahead now than you would have been if you made this transaction in like February, okay? So this is an opportunity that's happening. You may tell me that interest rates are gonna be going up or they have gone up, and if I had made the move at that time, sure, I would have had $80,000 more on my mortgage, but I knew what my interest rate was. Well, to that I gotta tell you, if you got a fixed rate, good for you. And I hope you don't have to break your mortgage because it's going to be a huge penalty if you have to break it, okay? Because fixed rate mortgages, that's a problem with them. If you're on a variable rate mortgage, well, hey, you know what? Sometimes there's variable things in the market like your variable rate mortgage that we just have to kind of deal with. And we've all gone through a stress test to make sure that we're going to be able to keep up with it. So all of these things that kind of happen, it is a short-term thing that happens. And like I always say with real estate, if you have the long-term power of holding on to your real estate, you're going to come out ahead, okay? Again, right now, I think it is a very good opportunity for people to get into the market that wanted to upsize, okay? Go up another level. So trading in that townhouse or semi and you want to get that detached property, I think you're going to actually net end up doing a lot better than you would have in February or March. Hope this actually helped you guys. If this is you and you're thinking about doing something like this, why don't you reach out to me? I'll explain a little bit more about the market conditions and how you want to actually make that trade within that same market. If you guys enjoyed this video, I encourage you to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe. We have a lot more cool content coming up. And until next time, remember one thing, get Kabani, get sold.
Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold.